a lot of people ask me, how do you deal with losses? You know, this is a really bad problem with traders. Obviously, if you look at industry stats, 90% of traders lose money. So the vast majority of people doing this are losing money. How do you actually cope? How do you deal with it? And how do you come back from it? I'm going to link a blog post just below this video with my student John Papa, who's actually down $16,000, and now he's turned it around. He's positive $10,000, so it's a $25,000 difference off of his lows, and it's all happened inside of a few weeks because while he was losing, he was learning lessons. So if you're losing, I hope that at least you're learning what not to do. The worst thing is to lose money and then to continually do it because you're not learning, you're not changing your behavior. I wish that I could say that this is going to be easy, that you're going to have profits from day one, but you're going to have to learn to lose. This is actually one of the most important characteristics of successful traders. They know how to lose. They know how to minimize losses. They know how to cut losses. They know how to take a small mistake, take a small hit to their ego, and not let it turn into a big potential disaster. For their ego, for their confidence, for their account. You have to control your losses. And whether you're losing $1,000 or even $16,000 over a few months like John Papa, at least be learning what not to do. And then you have this whole body of work of losses that we all sometimes have, and you have to take from that body of work and flip it. And that's what John Papa did. Again, click the link just below this video to read this blog post. It's actually pretty amazing. There's some amazing lessons that he learned from the losses. And also understand that losses are the best teachers. So even if you have losses, you have to look at it the right way, especially if you control them. You say, okay, I lost 20 bucks on this trade. I lost $100 on this trade. I learned. Thank you. That is market tuition. And we all have to pay market tuition, okay? I wish that you could just learn from your gains, but actually losses are better teachers. If you have a gain, what did you learn? You didn't learn that much. Okay, you learned this makes me money. That's one lesson. If you have a loss, sometimes you hit the wrong number on the keyboard. Maybe you bought 10,000 shares instead of buying 1,000 shares. Maybe you meant to buy a stock and you shorted it. That's called a fat finger mistake. You learn from that. It feels crappy, but we're all human. We make mistakes. You have to get over it. You have to overcome every single loss, every single mistake, and use these losses, use these small failures to make yourself stronger over time. Okay? All the best champions, every single person, not just in stock trading, but all the best athletes, they have lost in the past, and they have used that lesson to push themselves forward. Okay? If you lose in the championship, you're going to work extra hard the next year to win. You're going to use that loss as motivation. Have you heard the saying that success is the best revenge? Guess what? How do you have that even feeling of wanting revenge in the first place? Because you probably lost. So you need to lose, but you need to lose and learn from it and move forward. The biggest mistake is to lose and then give up, because then the losses win. You just say, oh, I'm done with this. I suck at trading. The stock market isn't for me. Listen, the stock market is hard. I hate to break it to you. 90% of traders lose. But what percent of traders actually learn from the losses and come back? I would say a worse statistic, and I don't know the percentage, is that too many people lose and give up. And they say, it's not for me. I don't like it. Nothing is going to be for you in the beginning because the beginning stages are the hardest. This is very front-end loaded with required studying, required education, and paying the market tuition. Think of losses as market tuition. You want to pay the least tuition, but at the same time, you still have to learn that way. A lot of you say, okay, rule number one, Tim, cut losses quickly. I get it. Do you follow that rule? No. And you have big losses. And then you say, Tim, why do I have this big loss? Well, I reply, you broke rule number one. You didn't take my most important rule seriously. So now you have a big loss. It's not the end of the world. You theoretically could recover. Even my top student, Tim Grittani, who turned 1,500 into now nearly 6 million, he lost his first 1,500. He blew up. He lost 100% of his money. And then he put in another 1,500. He got back on the horse. And now he has nearly $6 million in 6 years. So what are you going to do after you lose? Are you going to give up? Are you going to cry? Are you going to go drink? Are you going to whine? Are you going to give up? What are you going to do? You can't control losses sometimes. All you can do is control your reaction, and you can control what you're going to do next and how quickly you get back up. So leave a comment just below this video. Let me know if you're going to be dedicated. Let me know if you're in this for the long run, because this is a marathon, not a sprint. And during the course of a marathon, there will be setbacks. There will be failures, and you're going to have to learn to deal with them. You're going to have to learn to overcome them. And guess what? They're going to help you in the long run. They're going to mold you. The losses that I've had, I've lost $500,000 plus on one trade before. Guess what? I'm not going to do that again. I never really understood about what it meant to be a safe, conservative trader until I had that big loss. So even if you do break rule number 1 and you have a big loss, use it to get better. Leave a comment underneath this video. Also, click the link just below this video to read my blog post about my challenge student, John Papa. And also, I'm going to include a second link about my Millionaire Challenge. Go apply if you want to be mentored, and let us guide you. It's not just me, it's my millionaire students and I teaching you, and we teach from our gains and our losses, and we want to make you our next millionaire student. Hey, Tim Sykes, Millionaire Mentor and Trader. Thank you for watching my videos. I hope that they help you. I want to share everything that I've learned over the years. You can check out more videos right over there. And also click subscribe so that you can watch all of these videos, get that knowledge, and become my next millionaire student.